If you ever had a feeling that everything that happens in your life is almost the same as your yesterday, your last week, or your last month, and you are determined you want to create something new, something exciting, then this video is for you. Your body operates as your unconscious mind, unable to differentiate between an emotion triggered by an actual experience and one created purely by your thoughts. If you continually experience the same emotion day after day, it starts influencing your thoughts. You end up thinking within the boundaries of your past, and your view of the future gets colored by it. This hinders your ability to see new possibilities. Many individuals prefer to wait for a crisis, disease, or diagnosis to prompt them to wake up. The challenge is that our biology tends to be repetitive. When you constantly think the same thoughts, they wire specific circuits in your brain. This wiring hardwires those thoughts, making them the easiest to think. These thoughts also produce chemicals called emotions. Over time, your body becomes accustomed to living with the same emotions, whether they are guilt, unhappiness, or pain. These emotions become familiar and predictable. Some people choose to cling to the familiar rather than embrace the unknown. For most, it's challenging to see the connection between their thoughts and their destiny, because 95% of those thoughts are subconscious programs. You may not even be aware of these thoughts. The first step towards change is to become aware of what you've been thinking and shift those thoughts. When you start observing these thoughts, you move from being a program to being conscious. Many people find it uncomfortable to explore their thoughts deeply, often turning to distractions like TV or cell phones. Change usually demands stepping out of your comfort zone and venturing into the unknown. So, what thoughts do you want to cultivate in your brain? Your focus on these thoughts begins to rewire your brain's circuitry. Meditation is a valuable tool for becoming familiar with the desired emotional states. If your body is indeed your unconscious mind and cannot differentiate between real and imagined events, you can use this to your advantage. Most people are waiting for their lives to change before they can feel gratitude, abundance, or wholeness. They follow the old model of waiting for external events to take away their inner emptiness. However, if you believe that you create your life and your emotions, you can generate the feelings you desire. By emotionally embracing your desired future before it becomes real, your body believes it's already living in that future. Your genes are influenced by your environment, and your emotions signal these genes. When you cultivate elevated emotions, you're instructing your body to prepare for a different future, impacting the expression of proteins that shape your body and life. As you become familiar with gratitude, abundance, and other positive emotions, you no longer seek these experiences. You already feel like they've occurred. This transformation allows you to leave behind negative emotions like guilt and emptiness, evolving into a new version of yourself. In order to change your personal reality, you must change your personality. This personality consists of your thoughts, actions, and emotions, all closely tied to your personal reality. To alter your life, you must consciously examine your unconscious thoughts, behaviors, and feelings. As you make small changes, new thoughts lead to new choices, which result in new behaviors and consequently, new experiences and emotions. This ongoing process forms an evolution. Strong emotions associated with specific events create long-lasting memories. The more intense the emotion, the more deeply it etches into your brain. This is why significant emotional events can have a profound impact on you. People tend to think in the same neural circuits created by past experiences and feel limited by the emotions tied to those experiences. The way you think and feel shapes your state of being. Here's where the challenge arises. If you don't know how to manage your emotional reactions to events, those chemicals linger for extended periods. The body should return to a state of balance known as homeostasis after an event, but if it can't, you're stuck in an emotional reaction for days or weeks, and this is called a mood. Imagine someone asking you, "What's wrong? Why are you in a mood?" Your response might be, "Well, something happened to me a few days ago and I'm still caught in this never-ending emotional reaction." You continue retelling the story, strengthening the neural circuits associated with it, and conditioning your body to remain in the past. Each morning you wake up and search for that emotion, causing it to persist for weeks or even months. This prolonged emotional state is what we call a temperament. People might ask, why is that person always so angry? And the answer might be, well, something happened 8 months ago, and I'm still living with that one long emotional reaction. In essence, you're memorizing these emotions and getting trapped in your past. The latest research on memory reveals that 50% of what we remember about our past isn't even accurate. We make things up. This means people are reliving a life they didn't truly have just to reinforce the belief that they can't change. So, where you direct your attention, you're also channeling your energy. When you're consumed by a strong emotion related to a problem, condition, or person, you're essentially giving away your power because they've captured your focus. This energetic connection ties you to every person and thing in your past and present. However, when someone decides to define themselves by a vision of the future rather than the memories of the past, the hard part is becoming conscious and making different choices. If you lower the intensity of your emotions, like frustration or anger, you divert your attention from the person or situation responsible for those emotions. This helps break the energetic bonds, allowing you to regain your power. If you can't lower the emotional intensity, you can still take your attention off the person. This way, you can prevent the body from sustaining its addiction to that emotion. Just like a drug addict, the body craves the familiar emotion it's been conditioned to over the years. When you shift to an elevated emotion, such as gratitude, you're reprogramming the autonomic nervous system towards a specific destiny. Maintaining this state throughout the day, regardless of external conditions, cravings, and the concept of time, is essential. Now, if you're able to lower the volume of that emotion, your body might protest because it's been conditioned to feel that way. It will try to influence your mind by bringing up past experiences tied to that emotion. This emotion is causing you to think in the past. By trading frustration or hatred for an elevated emotion, you're essentially shifting your programming. The practice of feeling gratitude, appreciation, or thankfulness, where you feel like something has already happened or is happening, sends a powerful signal to your body. This process begins to mold your autonomic nervous system toward a specific future. The incredible part is that once you start creating these outcomes, you'll pay more attention to what you did internally to produce them. You'll believe that you're the creator of your life, not the victim of it. When you say you felt gratitude but then mention traffic or a nasty email, you're allowing external conditions to control your emotions, returning to an unconscious program of victimhood. One crucial aspect is that while meditation helps get you in the right mindset, you must actively work toward your goals. You're effectively rewiring your brain and body to live in the reality of the future, not the past. When you're attached to the past, you're constantly seeking it, which keeps you separate from it. However, when you're being it, everything changes. There's a significant shift in energy, and you become the vortex of creation. Changing your energy is the key to changing your life, and that has been scientifically measured after studying over 8,500 brain scans. It's when you go beyond yourself, free from all limitations, that you become your absolute best. The majority of our thoughts and feelings are deeply linked to our core emotions. These emotions include victimization, guilt, suffering, shame, unworthiness, self-doubt, self-importance, control, fear, anger, frustration, and hatred. These emotions are connected to the first three centers in our hormonal system, which are essential for survival. These first three centers are significant energy consumers, and they play a crucial role in keeping us alive. When we're under stress, our body draws a lot of energy from our vital life force, which is a resource of light and information. This energy is then converted into various chemicals, robbing our body of its vitality. While this is acceptable for short-term survival, chronic stress leaves no room for growth and repair. Even if you follow a healthy lifestyle by eating right and exercising, living in a constant state of anxiety and fear, viewing the world through the lens of worst-case scenarios hampers your body's ability to grow and heal. Your thoughts send signals to specific circuits in your brain, which then communicate with the limbic brain to produce neuropeptides, chemical messengers that activate hormonal centers. Living in survival mode, you tend to select the worst possible scenario from the infinite potentials in the quantum field and emotionally prepare yourself for it. This adaptive mechanism helped our ancestors survive by preparing for the worst. However, if you're always preparing for the worst, you spend your life thinking about it and emotionally embracing it. In the end, your body becomes conditioned to live in a constant state of fear, causing anxiety and even panic attacks. Anticipating the next moment based on your past experience, you lay down reality moment by moment, effectively repeating the past. The hormones of stress heighten your senses, making you hyper-focused on potential dangers. As a result, you become materialistic, focusing on the material world and matter. This shift puts your attention on your body, which is vital when you're facing a threat like a T-Rex. As for the genetic disposition, the survival instinct has indeed been highly adaptive. Fear is a natural response to facing the unknown or challenges. When you live in survival, your attention automatically goes to the worst-case scenario, helping you better prepare for the future. However, this constant state of survival robs you of energy for growth and healing. You can't create a new future or a better life when you're trapped in survival mode. That's why it's essential to overcome yourself and shift your energy to create a new reality. By mastering yourself and taming your body, you can free yourself from the limitations of fear and anxiety. By practicing brain and heart coherence, you can believe in a future you can't yet see or experience, but have thought about so often that there's physical evidence in your brain suggesting it has already happened. You can emotionally embrace that future to the point that your body begins to believe it's living in that reality in the present moment. When your brain and body are in sync, you reach a point where you feel whole and wanting becomes irrelevant. In this state, you're worthy of receiving, and the universe responds by granting you what you believe you deserve. Self-love becomes a natural part of you, cultivated from within, and the magic begins. This is the point where you are truly open to receiving and creating the life you desire. This transformation is not just about words, it's about taking action and applying these principles to your life. It's about becoming a doer and surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals who understand the power of mastering oneself. Here, on our channel, we dive deep into the realms of consciousness, quantum physics, and the power of the mind to create the reality we desire. Each video is a gateway to a new understanding, a new perspective, and a new opportunity for growth. But our journey isn't complete without you. Join our tribe of like-minded souls who are committed to living their best lives and co-creating a more beautiful world. Subscribe now and become part of our community of visionaries, dreamers, and creators. Together, let's elevate our consciousness, unleash our potential, and make miracles happen.